welcome to this evening's episode of Reality's Moment with Susie. I hope everybody has had a lovely week. It's been a kind of strange week. Spent the whole week waiting for the royal baby to appear and then for the royal baby to show its face, which it did, bless. George, Alexandra Lewis, bless. And then also you have the sad news about the train crash. I guess that's the world. Anyway, I hope everyone's going to have a lovely weekend, and I hope everyone's going to join in our conversation today, because I think it's a really serious topic. With me today to discuss this topic, and what we're discussing is going to be the underage marriage arguments going on in Nigeria at the moment. With me to discuss this, I have two guests, and the first one is Kofi Manti. Kofi, thank you for joining me today. And I also have the entertainer, Faye Shara. Did I get that right?
Absolutely perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, please everyone out there, remember it's an interactive show. Call in, give us your opinion of things happening out in Nigeria at the moment. If you have any questions, hopefully one of us might be able to answer them. Please feel free. Remember, the number is going to be scrolled at the bottom of the screen, so you can call in. To start the show, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a brief summary of the whole situation, and I kind of feel it's important to do that because there's so many stories going around and there's so much confusion around the whole situation at the moment. So basically, what has happened in Nigeria at the moment is that the senators are reviewing the constitution. So they're going through it one by one, changing what needs to be changed, deleting what needs to be deleted. They got to section 29. Now section 29 is where you have the rules. What I'll do, I'll describe it in layman's terms, just to, you know, not to make it complicated, not to complicate myself. But basically section 29 is the part of the constitution where they give the rules on how a woman is allowed to denounce her citizenship. That is her Nigerian citizenship. So there you have the rules. So basically in those rules, what happened was they got to the rules, and when they got to section, I think it was section 4B, that was it. There's part of the rules that says a woman is deemed to be an adult if she is 18 and above. And that is 4A. Now 4B of this same section says a woman is deemed to be an adult if she is married. So the Senate looked at this and they said, that kind of clashes. That gives the wrong message. Let's delete this section in section 29. So they voted it and they deleted it. It went through. But then a particular senator said, no, this is not right. Because if you delete this section of the Constitution, you're violating my Islam rights. Because within the Islam religion, you are allowed to marry a young lady as young as 13. As young as 13. So he said, no, you're taking that right away from us, and therefore, in a sense, you're being disrespectful to the Islam religion. And so, because he complained, the Senate President had to revisit it again. So basically, rumor has it that what the senator done was he went around and lobbied and got some other people on his side, so that when they voted for it again, it wouldn't go through. Now I think they had around 101 senates in the House. They voted. They did get a majority to still delete it, but there's a rule in the Senate House that says a majority has to be 2/3 of the vote. So even if you get a majority, if it's below 2/3 of the vote, then it doesn't go through. So it didn't go through. So basically, they lost the right to delete that part of the Constitution. Now this has caused a whole lot of uproar, understandably, because now if we leave it within the constitution, that means we're saying yes to young ladies being married off at such a young age. And apart from that, this same senator used to be the governor of Zamfara State in Nigeria. And he was the first governor to introduce the Sharia law into that state successfully. And also, it is said that he married a 13-year-old young lady from Egypt. This has been confirmed by the Egyptian government, but they refused to confirm the age of the girl, but they did confirm the fact that she was still in school when they got married. And this was his fourth wife.
Wow. Oh.
Now, starting with you, Kofi.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? This is our country, Nigeria, now.
I think based on the religion aspect where I'm coming from, it's just despicable and just out of this world that an elderly man will want to marry a girl under age 18.
Yeah, but to him, she's not underage. To him, she's of age.
What I'm saying, but at the end of the day, it's not on, because these days, everybody needs to marry a woman that's more mature and adult, like an adult. You don't see a young girl and marry her. What are you going to... Okay, so does he want to come to his house and one old man comes and say he wants to marry his daughter that's 10 years old? That has never been done before in Nigeria. You have to allow your daughter to grow maturely, train her properly in the fear and knowledge of God before you say your daughter is going to marry. Nobody, no man on this earth will say, let my daughter go and marry a man. Because these people are doing this because they go back to marry those girls because their parents are poor, they don't have enough food, nothing to drink, no money to even train children. So these women are even say, okay, take my daughter and marry her.
So long as you can give me some
money.
money.
So I give me some money. That's what is happening.
Yeah.
So for me, I disagree with that. That is just irrelevant, because in the Bible it says, train your child the way you should be, and the child will grow up and you know the fear of God. So I wish everybody so far, whether man or woman, no woman should ever sell a daughter for any price or any marriage. Get your daughter out, train her to be 18, treat her well, manage what you have. No matter how small it takes, manage what you have. Hopefully somebody else will come around. But if you send your daughter at the age of 10, maybe she gets married at the age of 10, she's got HIV. Tuberculosis is there, gonorrhea is there, then what will happen?
But Kofi, let me just say this to you. You just quoted the Bible.
Yes.
But remember, within the Islam religion of which this man comes from, it is allowed. It is legal.
But that's going to be common. In their religion, I know an Hausa man that's when we asked him, say he was going to church. This man was a Christian. He's an Hausa man. I was allergic. Yeah. He went and married a girl of 10 years and was still behind. That was in Port Harcourt. Still behind. He married this girl. He was telling him that God said we should look after these children as our own children, but God didn't say you should marry these children.
It's disgusting. But wait, hold on a sec. Faisha, what do you think about this?
What do I think? It's obvious what I think. It's anybody that is caught up in this act, as they will do in UK, and so many of them are coming to light now. They're called pedophiles.
Yes.
There's no two ways about it. You go after a child, you should be imprisoned. It's disgusting.
But you know what? They asked. I mean, one of the things for me was, now the Constitution is for the whole of Nigeria.
Right. Yeah.
It shouldn't be a religious thing.
It isn't.
Because Nigeria is a multi-religious society.
Absolutely.
You have different religions in Nigeria. So why would you now say, hold on a sec, you need to protect the Islam law? Why have we got a senator in the House who is there for his religion and who is not there for the people? That doesn't make sense.
If they mind me coming in. See, that's why we have corruption in the country. Because you see, most of these men, they mango their way to the Senate. And when they mango their way to the Senate, they know everybody wants for my own self, not for the whole world. They want for myself. So, I bring himself there, which is one goal. Everybody's there. So you see, everybody's fighting his way to get his own. Because you can see from what you just said or what they've done in the Senate, like everybody's to his own side, but nobody wants to protect the whole country, Nigeria. Everybody for his own side. So now they see the country gets worse by the day, by the hour, by the minute. Nobody's protecting himself because we have religions. They what are religions for? No. No, it's not their religion, but they're just doing their own law, creating their own laws. Every day they're creating one thing or the other. So the laws they're making doesn't make sense. They're going to rape these girls, marry these girls out, give them disease. And most of them started to say this because come from a Christian side. They use these girls, marry these girls, and most of these men use these girls for manipulation.
And apparently, what they usually do with them is they marry them, then after they marry them, they dump them, and then the girls are left with
nothing.
But
no,
you know,
nothing.
One thing that I really want to understand is why would a grown-up man with 3 wives? Why would a grown-up man, an educated man, because apparently he's educated up to master's level,
Right.
which even to me makes it more disgusting because what were you learning when you were going to school?
Absolutely.
And what other people were you mixing with? But why would somebody of such an education level with 3 wives want to marry a child that is a teenager? And also one question I ask, if he's sitting in the Senate, yeah, and another senator comes over to him and says, can I see you afterwards? I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
And then they get outside and the guy said, oh, guess what? I've just realised your daughter is 13. Can I marry her?
Oh God, he's go mad. He's going to go mad.
Yeah, because half of them, their kids are in international schools, are abroad going to school. They're in America. They're in America mainly, isn't it?
America.
And it's like, hold on a
all
second.
All the sultans, the emirs, all of them, most of them are in America. Their children in America, they're all studied very well, and they bring their children when they're only 18, 20 to get to marry, because they bring their children to marry a bigger man as well, a big man daughter. Big man daughter marry big man daughter. That's what's happening in Nigeria now. Cannot be a wife. So they go to the village. Actually, your question you just asked, let us not forget that one. Why are these old men marrying these young girls? We have 3 wives. One is because they love the young girl to make them look younger. And this
to make them look younger.
Yeah, because they want to feel older. They want to feel old. They feel
because
they want to feel young in the society. When you marry a young girl, it makes them look a bit younger and feel more attractive in society. Because when a man with a big belly having a small girl, you follow me, you go walk about. You know what I mean?
I just think
that's how it is.
I think that's disgusting.
I don't mind somebody marrying a lady that is younger than them.
Why?
Younger.
Okay.
Problem I have is why marry a child?
Oh.
Somebody that falls within the premise and definition of a child. You ask the question, what is wrong with them?
Yes.
It doesn't matter whether you've got masters or PhD or you haven't got any degree at all. If a child is attractive to you, then you're sick.
No, if you are attracted to a child, Jimmy.
I beg your pardon.
How the child?
There's something fundamentally wrong
Yeah.
with you up there, because in a country like Nigeria where there's so many women to choose from,
my God,
as in
pretty women,
pretty women that are mature, that are over 18,
educated,
even non-educated, because there's nothing wrong with people not being educated. There's just so many plethora of women to choose from, okay, and for you to say after 3 wives, do you know what? Is a host of things that is wrong, and I think when you have too much power,
yes,
too much money that
yes.
you didn't plan for,
that you didn't work for,
you start to dabble into very dangerous things, and these are dangerous areas.
But can I come in, please? Why you're saying that? Just for saying because you have too much money. Because most of these are politicians. To me, I believe they marry these girls, not even for children, because they have kids already. Because by the time that small girl, 13 years, will not have a child, they have about children that are about 25, 26, 27 years old. That child is just like a small baby. And mostly those children, they're just using the mom as well. They're married, they'll just give the mom some peanut money, maybe 100 pounds.
Well, apparently, it is said that the young Egyptian girl that he married, that he paid the family $100,000. And I'm thinking,
What?
Hold on a sec. $100,000. Whose money was that? That is the country's money that he's most probably spent to get himself a fourth wife. So that's what he's gone into power for, to rule the country, so that he can crown himself with a little child. But sorry, folks, remember, we're going to scroll the number on the screen. Remember, please, this is an interactive program. Phone us and tell us what you think about this situation boiling in Nigeria. Now, one of the things that got to me about this situation was the fact that the Senate is supposed to be there to look after the interests of the country and of the people. So you went in, you didn't get a ruling, it caused mayhem in the whole country, yet nobody came out to say anything. Nobody felt the need to justify what had gone on, even though there was a whole load of... Hold on a sec, we have a call coming in. Hi, good evening.
Hey, good evening, Susie.
Hi, Olu.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hey, I see that you have gentlemen.
Sorry, say that again, Olu.
I see that you're having a gentleman in the studio today.
Yes, I have two gentlemen with me.
Yeah, Salamio Toapa.
Yes, sir.
Olugbedu
Oh,
Wakaba.
Chairman, good evening, sir.
Kumurasile.
How are you?
Hey, I'm saying hello to the other gentlemen too.
He's saying
Good evening,
hi
sir.
to you.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm not doing good as that.
You're not doing good?
Yeah,
Why?
What's wrong?
because I haven't got $100,000 to marry a young girl.
That's a good one.
And
And I don't pray, Olu, I don't pray, that, and I pray that if it's to marry a young girl that you're looking for $100,000, you will not
won't
find
get
that
it.
$100,000.
there are
For
guys who
somebody
pay
to
that
have
cheap,
that kind
20
of
pounds.
money,
Huh?
and for someone to have that kind of money and spending the money on underage, that's definitely the guy is.
Yeah, but what
Yeah,
does that
that's
say, Olu?
Yes?
Like you just said, what does that say about the people ruling Nigeria? Because at the end of the day, to me, aren't there female senates in the House? Female senates are sitting in that House and sitting back and not saying that much. And at the end of the day, there are other men sitting with that guy knowing that he has married a young girl as a fourth wife. And they're still happy to sit down with him.
You see, I don't know what happened in Italy anyway. Maybe it's the country that is sick, or sick people are ruling us, or something is just wrong somewhere that we don't even understand. Because I don't know how we should be paid. They should be using our money to sit down in the house talking about such a things all the time. It's very annoying.
Do you know what, Olu? I'll tell you what, I can actually, all of a sudden, I can excuse the money because at the end of the day, they've been stealing that money forever. They've been stealing it. Do you understand? But it's the fact that you have no shame. You want to argue that you want to be able to marry a young child. The fact that you would stand up and argue and say, hold on, this clause that covers the whole of Nigeria, which is a multi-religious society, affects Islam. So what?
You see, do you listen to the interview of the guy on Agazaru?
Yeah.
When I was listening to the interview, I couldn't just take myself back and act on it. The guy is using the law to make himself look up. And Nigeria itself is watching him, and they have nothing to say. We have our first place here, nothing to say, good or bad one, to say something about it. We have so many other women here, they keep all of them kept quiet.
Why have we got an embassy? That's what I want to know. Why has Nigeria got an embassy? What is that embassy doing? Who is there to protect the image of Nigeria? Because this, in a sense, kills our image.
This is a question I'm going to ask. He himself, can somebody marry his own daughter for the age of 9 or 10 years old.
And it's the fact that his excuse, he had the audacity to say Muhammad married a 9-year-old.
Oh, God.
Muhammad married a 9-year-old, so they said, 3 million years ago. 3 million years down the line, the whole world has shifted and moved.
Absolutely.
Listen, that's what I'm saying, that Nigeria itself, our lawmakers, sit down or sat down or sitting down without saying anything with this. The only thing they could do is go to house and debate and want to make it as the law.
It's sad.
I don't know you, my sister.
It's sad, but Olu, thank you so much for ringing in. Thank you.
Oh, okay, darling.
All right, Olu, thank you. Do you know what? I think it actually... one thing I was actually going through, because I thought, do you know what? Researching this thing actually gave me a headache.
Why?
Because I just thought it was so stupid and senseless. Hold on, I've got another call coming in. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hi. Hello. Hello. Okay, I think we've lost it. But yeah, like I was saying, sorry, please do feel free to ring in again. I think we lost your call. But no, as I was saying, it actually gave me a headache. It was so confusing because there were so many different rumors going around. Now you had, there's something that came up and they reckon that these are the 35 senators. Have we got that picture somewhere? It's a picture of the senators that are meant to have voted for this part of the constitution not to be deleted.
Yeah.
Not to be deleted.
Not to be deleted.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this is what you see on the screen is meant to be, what you see on the screen here beside me now is meant to be them. Now, one of the things there was a guy, a senator from Ondo State, and it was revealed that apparently he broke down in tears and said that he pressed the button by mistake. Hello? How can you have a senator ruling the country saying, oh, I was voting, but I pressed the button, I pressed the wrong button. I meant to press yes, but I pressed no. That shows that he's not fit for power. And apart from that, shouldn't that make the whole voting void? Someone's made a mistake. Isn't that time to say, hold on, this is void, someone made a mistake, let's do it again?
No, because I think I'm going to say that most of these votes, because the vote doesn't count anything, because if you say yes, mind you, I be your guy, you be my boy. If you don't vote, if you don't take the vote seriously, you're fired. At that moment, you're fired from that system.
No, what you've said is very correct, because...
I be your guy, you be boy.
No, what you've just said is very correct, because now the Senate President, David Mark, has been said to have said some of the Senates were blackmailed. And that's why they voted that way. Sorry? We've got Senates in the House that can now be blackmailed. What's going on here?
It's sad. This is a sorry
What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think about that?
I think this is. It's been sad all along the way Nigeria has been governed, but this particular issue at the moment, as you said, internationally, it's not giving us
A good name at all.
a good name. And just as I was listening to you, I'm thinking, is this real or is it a film?
It's real.
I was thinking it's a drama, because that could be like an Hollywood drama.
Do you know what I mean?
Like in Hollywood, never say, oh, God forbid. But this one, I'm hearing it.
2013,
No.
we have adults making it a law to be a pedophile, because that is what it is.
Yeah, that's what they're legalizing.
Can I ask a question, please? No, now you're saying that with those men that want to marry those girls, I want to ask them a question. Where are their daughters? I want to marry their daughters.
Absolutely.
You want to marry their
No,
daughter?
I'm just saying, for example, no, I'm not married because their daughters are in the States, in America. They're not even in Nigeria.
Yeah.
They're nowhere to be seen.
And
That's-
yet,
that's- this-
they're ready to
that's-
do it to
yeah.
other people's daughters.
Let them come and meet my daughter. I have a gun waiting for them at the house.
No, but at the end of the day, it is absolutely and totally disgusting because you think we've got a call coming in. So, hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi.
I just wanted to make a comment with the whole situation in Nigeria.
Sorry, who am I
Good
speaking
evening.
to?
Yes, my name is Henrietta,
Hi, Henrietta.
and I'm just gonna say hello to everyone there.
Hello.
Hello, Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Henrietta, sorry, can you
I'm just gonna
turn... Sorry,
comment regarding all this.
Henrietta?
Yeah,
Hi, sorry, can you turn your laptop or your computer down, please?
you can hear it talking.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can hear
better
it,
now,
thank you.
yeah.
One moment.
Thanks.
I just think the whole issue is it's just a charade going on in Nigeria, and I really think that all those politicians are just pedophiles and child abusers. They just need their heads examined because I think it's really wrong.
It's disgusting, yeah.
And I'm just going to second to what the other guy is saying, not Mr. Kim. I just missed his name, sorry.
Oh, Kofi.
Yeah.
Yes. I just think that they should bring up children, their girls of that age, and then maybe they should start with their children, and then we would see how they will feel.
Exactly. Exactly.
But anyway, we shouldn't really be expecting more because the country is really backward with the way they do things.
Yeah.
That fear of God.
Or what do you think?
Well, I think at the end of the day, it's a disgrace. It's a big stain on us. What do you...
Actually, I'm continuing to say, if they have fear, nobody will want their daughter to be done anything like that. Because you don't even know the man. You don't know the man's history. You don't even know if he's a thief or a liar or something that is an arm robber. Compliant from nowhere. Because they seen it with money. Why don't they should take their history before they start marrying their daughters?
But they shouldn't even let them marry them, even if they check their history.
I mean, I'm not saying stop. All those things now, it's contributing. So we don't even know the man's history. Or because it's in Senate, you should just give your daughter married away. No, that's not the way to do things.
You don't.
Fear of God. Fear of God in them.
It's not even about
who they are.
Who they are. We're talking about marrying underage, marrying children.
Most of them could be paid that fight, but they've now they tend to call renounce old character. They say, oh, all things are passed away because everything has become new. But what about the old things? See, they start digging the old things. We find that those men are not even what. If you dig out something, you'll be shocking what these men have done before. So because they are arresting it, that we're covering all whatever they've done under the ground. We should know them, what they do, before you even start to give your daughter. So that's my contribution to my sister. Please. We should just take their root and they don't have fear of God in them. If they have fear of God in them, they will never do that.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't. They're all not fit to be in politics at all because the things that they do is really wrong and it's just all for the money.
Oh.
It's an ego thing.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much for ringing, Henrietta.
Thank you very much, Henrietta.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Now, I think for me, one of the things that we also need to think about is now that the whole of Nigeria, Nigerians abroad as well, are up in arms and are not happy with this, and we know that the Senate is there for the country, not for religious reasons, not for somebody's religious interest. At what point do they now call the Senate back and say, let's revote?
And no, with the way we are in Nigeria, the country is shaking at the moment. It's not going to shake with the government, wahala. And our budget is shaking. All those things. So now everybody's just waiting. We will start the show first. Nigeria is shaking at the moment. Everywhere is heated. So we are waiting. We will do this. So it's like they have to come back again, call a meeting again, scatter all this, just delete all these clauses they've done, then start afresh and make proper laws. That's what they're going to do, you see?
And my question is, at the minute, where are the women in the government?
That is my question.
Where are they? The mothers?
My God.
Where are they? I mean, please, if you're listening to this and you're a mother in the government in Nigeria, it goes without saying, just speak out. I mean, is it that bad that if you speak out, something will happen to you? We're talking about somebody that could be your daughter. So I hope in the next 24 hours we can get a mother in the government of Nigeria to speak out, or in the diaspora, wherever you are. I mean, you shouldn't be afraid of death. to speak up for women. That is all we're asking for.
No, thank you so much for that, Faisal. I don't know. With this going on, what do you guys think is the role of the First Lady?
Oh, I think the role of the First Lady, I said, she's supposed to be a mother of the nation. She's making peace, she's bringing joy, she's bringing happiness. She has created some charity backgrounds in all the north, south, east, everywhere she goes. She contributes as the First Lady. But you know, because we are, I think we are, we south or not, I don't know why
We're south.
We are south, okay.
South, yeah.
So
South
if for she to start going back to our side now to say, let us do this, let us do that one, maybe she has to take her time before she meddles into somebody's affair. That's time, yeah. She has to take her time before she meddles.
But you know what? I totally disagree. Faisal, what do you think? What do you think is the role of the
I
First
beg to
Lady?
disagree with the way you just analyzed,
Okay.
or you just answered the question. She is the First Lady. She is the mother of the nation. And
Hi, we've got a call coming in.
Oh, sorry.
No, sorry, we'll get back to that. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, it's Olu.
Oh, hi, Olu again.
Yeah, I have to come back. You just asked a question. I need to answer you that.
Okay.
You say what's the job of the First Lady of Nigeria?
What is the role of the First Lady as the mother of the nation? Or
Okay,
the
I
First
wrote
Lady of the nation?
Speak English and fly around our plane around the world, and after that, put our money in our pocket. And
Sorry,
go.
can you speak up a bit, please, Olu?
I say our role is to speak big English and fly around the world with our money and nothing out of and start fighting with the governors to tell them what.
Has she
Hello?
got children?
Sorry,
Has she got children?
I think so. Yeah, must have.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Olu, thank you so much for that.
I think, Olu,
Thank
if
you,
you're on the
darling.
line, let me tell you something. As we know here, because we have some J's to flying from Port Harcourt to London and everything, the woman has not been flying around the whole world with jets and plane. So the woman has used, listen, sir, the woman to use her own money to fly, to see her own children. I tell you, in Paris and Italy, they go to school there. So at the end of the day, mommy is helping because you see, if you're a president from South, you can't jump from South and go to North and start controlling women there, about telling them about things.
Hold on a sec. You're losing. Wait. You're losing the point there somewhere.
No.
Which Faye was just.
Okay.
Wait, Faye was just telling you where you've kind of
Okay.
mixed it up. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where I disagree. The role of the First Lady
Yeah.
is not the First Lady of the South or the Southwest or Southeast. She's the First Lady of Nigeria. One.
Yes.
Number two, she is a mother.
Yes.
We're talking about girls. Actually, we're not talking about girls, we're talking about children.
Young children.
Young female
children.
children. And any mother, and rightly so, hears this kind of thing going on around them, will naturally speak out.
Okay, but
Now, for us not to have the First Lady speaking out, and many more mothers in Nigeria and the government speaking out at the minute, it means there's something in Nigeria.
No, some have spoken out.
Oh, some have spoken
Yes,
out.
some have spoken out.
Okay, in the government.
Yeah, I think one or two of them are from the government.
Okay, fantastic, great. We need
But none of them are senators.
right.
And we have four female senators.
We
in the
need those
House.
4 senators to come out and just say what is the truth. We're not asking them to say anything beyond the norm. We're just saying come out and say it is wrong for this old man to marry children. The definition of that is that they're pedophiles. It's simple. And wrong is
Yeah.
wrong.
okay.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Wait, Kofi, before you say that, do you know what I wanted to say? Kofi, you just said that
Yes.
she can't go from the north to the south. Hello, I think we've got a call coming through. Sorry. Hello, good evening.
It's me again, it's Olu.
Hi, Olu. You might as well be here on the sofa with us at
Honestly,
this
come and
rate.
join us.
Yeah, you know, I have to answer Faisal for that question he asked.
Yeah.
You see, in Nigeria today,
Sorry, Elu, can you talk up a bit, please?
in Nigeria today, these people have one power to do anything that they want to do. And when they start it, nobody will be able to stop them. That's the problem we are facing in Nigeria tomorrow. Whether they're doing it good or bad,
Yeah.
once they want to do it, nobody, even though the president himself, he finds it so difficult to stop them.
Wow.
So that's the problem we've been facing all these years.
Right.
For example, how could somebody come out as a teenager, as a person that said to us that I want to marry 9-year-old girl? That means to show you that you can do anything you want to do, and there's nothing we'll be able to do about it.
Wow.
We've been facing this problem for a long time, so it's only God that will help us.
Also, I'm sorry, you know that everybody is afraid of their life, because because now you say about first lady again, I'm not going to say about first lady. Everybody's afraid of their life. You can't just say first lady, go and outside people and tell them that, oh, I'm the mother of the nation. Everybody's afraid. You can't do one thing that they say Boko Haram can come there and do one thing again.
You see, this is the problem we are having. When they start Boko Haram in the north, if we in the south did not fight that, if you bring your Boko Haram, it's going to be a big problem. It could have been all over in Nigeria now. But because we fight that, listen, you people should stay over there with anything you want to do. Don't bring it to our own area. You understand me?
Yes.
They stick to their own area. So now they believe power is in their hands. So because they believe the power is in their hands, they want to do anything, my brother.
Exactly.
They will start doing it. And if nobody wants to vote, they will go and carry bag of gari full of money, give them to vote. And when they get the money, they start voting. That's why you see that your brother that votes for them, that they live in the Odo State guy.
Yeah.
It's the only Yoruba man that votes. They nearly kill him when he came back. They call him back and say, listen, we are no more voting for you in our life. And he start crying that he did a mistake, that it's a computer error.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? But
Yeah.
other things that come over there, over to us, is very, very difficult for them. But to do it over there, because they have the power in their hands, they know if we vote today, they will win the election because they are more than us. You understand me?
Yeah.
So anything they want to do in Nigeria, they do it and nobody, even though the president, as I said, I'm repeating again, the president will not be able to do anything. For example, look at the lights. Why would we have lights in Nigeria? There's something they call solar system. I have it on my house here. It gives me free light all day. So why can't Nigeria do things like that? But no, they won't accept it because there's some money that's going into their pocket.
I guess we need to really a big thank you for that. Thank you
Thank you very much.
You know, one thing I wanted to point out is when we say where is the first lady in all, well, rather when I said where is the first lady in all this, one thing we need to remember: the Constitution is not a northern constitution.
That's right.
The Constitution is a Nigerian constitution. It is not a religious constitution.
No.
It is not
So,
wait, hold on, Kofi. It is not a tribal constitution.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is a constitution that covers the whole of
country.
Nigeria for the interest of all of the people.
Yeah.
The president is the president of the whole of Nigeria. The
That's
first lady is the first lady
Of
of
the
the
whole
whole
of
of
Nigeria.
Nigeria. So all we are saying is that you are there to protect your people. So as a mother, firstly, and as the first lady of the country, where are you in all this?
That's right.
One of the things I'd like us to look at is that when these men
Hello?
marry these girls at such young ages, for whatever reason they do it, there are implications for these health implications for these young ladies. And it's really, really sad. And apparently, out of, they say, what they said here, I'll just quickly read this out,
Okay.
yeah? And so basically what they're saying is that today, the north of Nigeria continues to throw up Nigeria's poorest indigenous on matters relating to healthcare, nutrition, education, empowerment and productivity. Subsequently, employment, insecurity, violence and poverty remain rife in that area. Statistics show that 2/3 of the 102 million poor people in Nigeria live in the north.
Wow.
Extreme poverty in the north translates into extreme vulnerability to the effects of climate change, food security, and much more. Incidentally, half of the women in the north are married off by the age of 16 and commence childbirth within the first year of marriage. Also, of the 16 million births by girls below the age of 18, 9 out of 10 of them are married.
Wow.
Sorry, looks like we have another call coming in. Hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening, madam. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good. Yes, my name is Benga. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Hi, Gwenga.
I'm fine. How's it going?
Fine, thank you. What we should say is, sorry, can we turn it up a bit? What we should say is, how are you guys in Nigeria dealing with this situation?
You said what?
How are you guys in Nigeria dealing with this situation at the moment?
Now, it's totally unacceptable in Nigeria. Even the Senate, the highest body, is against it. They say they were blackmailed into it because of some religious clause. They don't support it, so nobody will give out a 9-year-old daughter in Nigeria. Save for a senator who had married an underage before. His name is Senator Stanley Yerima. He was the former governor of Zamfara State.
Yeah.
He's the arrowhead pushing for it. Now, when they were asked to vote in the Senate, it went along with those lines. Not that they support child marriage. It went along religious lines. And we had more Muslims, a lot of voted along religious lines. So it gave more favor to the Muslim voting than the Christians. So they divided it. So a lot of them came out and said, no, we did not understand this thing clearly. It's on African to allow a small child to go get married.
Yeah.
If you read the papers in Nigeria, they will tell you they were blackmailed into it. Totally unacceptable in Nigeria.
Yeah. And what is actually happening? Have decisions been made? Because I mean, we're here in the UK. Has any decisions been made? Have you guys been told anything?
So they said, what the Senate people said that they are likely to look at it again. They're going to because it came up as a clause. They were trying to, with the constitution review, they wanted to expunge it. So it was when somebody now that clause.
Yeah.
That the age of marriage should be 18.
Yeah.
Somebody now said, well, no. You can marry at any age. Based on the fact that a senator, a serving senator, had married an underage Egyptian girl, which people raised eyebrow and was invited by NAPTI a few years back, about 2 years ago.
Okay. But what I want to ask you is if they say that they're going to revisit it, is that really good enough for you guys in Nigeria? They're going to revisit it. When are they going to revisit it? Tomorrow? 2 years' time? 6 months' time?
No, because it's still, the process is still on. Somebody might stand up and sponsor a motion.
Okay.
Because if you look at it, majority of the people who supported it, they all feel remote. At separate interviews, they completely rejected it and no, this is not part of our tradition. We don't marry children underage. If I imagine my 9-year-old daughter or my 14-year-old daughter married somebody.
Yeah. Gwenga, thank you so much for that call. Thank you very much. And thank you for giving us an insight of what is actually happening over there in Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, you have a lovely evening.
And you too. Okay.
Thanks, bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. I think that was really nice to actually get someone who is living in Nigeria to give us a nice insight.
Yeah.
But you know, one question that I want to ask you guys. At what point does a senator become a criminal? At what point has a senator done something wrong and can be removed from office? Because to me, I don't know. It just leaves me. Wait, Govey, but Faye, wait. I want Faye to answer this one. At what point, Faye, do you think? Because should I tell you what? Because he goes to Nigeria quite often, so I want him to.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
You mean a senator anywhere in the world?
No,
Or in
I'm
Nigeria.
I'm talking about Nigeria because this is just right now. It's a Nigerian thing that is very disgusting.
Well, I think in Nigeria, the politicians and the people in the government are way above the law. And that is why they can never be criminalized for whatever they do, unfortunately. Here in the UK, we know where we stand with the law, including the Prime Minister. You know, so once we get the law right in Nigeria, and everybody knows when they cross the line, this is the consequence, I think then we can start talking about rights and wrong. But at the minute, once you're in the government, you are right all the way. Whatever you do is right, and no one dare to tell you otherwise. Unfortunately, and it's very sad. It's a sorry state. Even the people that want to speak out, that knows the truth, because of the fact that the bread and butter is coming from that source, they won't say it, which I think is a very sad way to live. You know, you want to tell your boss that, look, this is wrong, sir. You cannot, because they will stop your salary.
So basically, what is happening in the Senate House at the moment is a reflection of that society right now.
Absolutely.
Because that's what I can say. That's what I can like look at it and say. And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you're going to revisit it. What do you think people who live, Nigerians who live abroad, need to do? Because I think, in my eyes, and I'm just a mere Nigerian, bless, but in my eyes, saying to people that, oh, we've been blackmailed, we've been misled, then should give the people in Nigeria less confidence that if it's revisited, it will be deleted. Because if they're saying now they've been blackmailed, then when they revisit it, how do we know they're not going to be blackmailed again?
That's right. That's right.
So what can people, because obviously to me in Nigeria they're not doing anything much about it, what can people abroad do to fight for this thing to be relooked at again in an appropriate manner? Kofi?
I'm thinking that the people we here, because we find things like this, like it's called pedophile. Any old man that goes after a young girl that you can even give birth to 2-3 times, you're called a pedophile, a pedophile. So that is number one. That's what we in London people think that they should look into properly. Because any old man, once you're above 32 or 30, you're in the Senate, and you go after a young girl, you're a pedophile, sir. No matter who you are, whether be Jonathan, good luck, whatever you are, you're a pedophile. That is how it is. But for you, if you marry a young girl, make sure you're going to marry, it's going to be 18 years and above. Anything lower than that, you're a pedophile. That is how it has to be. That's the way people in London will see it. The diaspora, what do you call them? Diaspora in Africa. Yeah? That's how it would see it.
The diaspora in Africa?
Yeah, in London.
In London?
Yeah.
They need to...
That's how we say that the diaspora
okay.
in Africa.
Faye, what do you think?
I'm going to have
Sorry, just before we've got a call coming in.
All right.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi. Hi, who am I
Hi.
speaking to?
Hi, Susie.
Sorry?
I'm listening to the show. I'm totally disgusted with our senators in Nigeria. I'm actually disgusted with the families that allow their daughters to go out or be sold, basically, to these people. I think it's not just the senators that need to be addressed. The families that are selling their children because of poverty, you know, need to be looked at. The issues surrounding child marriages well need to be looked at because of the diseases that they can be that they catch.
Yeah.
The something they have during pregnancy at an early age. All those things need to be addressed. So I don't know what the best way forward for Nigeria or any other country that has young marriages would be. Is, you know, yes, we need to stop it. What is the best way to stop it? And I think that's what women in Senate need to address.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
All right then, bye. You know, sounds like the women need to get themselves together.
Yes, you know, I think many more. Part of what we can do in the diaspora is get as many women as possible, mostly mothers, to start a petition.
Yeah.
And
They have started, I've seen and I've signed, it's a UN petition, but I don't know where it's actually come from.
Right.
Yeah, but it says it's a UN petition, and I don't know where it's going
but
from
can I
there.
say something? Can we say a good example? The president has one wife. The wife is old, patient Jonathan. He doesn't marry anybody younger. You can have girlfriends. If you check even his history, he doesn't have even younger girl. So the people should follow the president. For example, my culture, my past, wherever they marry, everybody has one woman above 40, 50. The church I go, they don't have anybody young girl. So
Kofi,
that's my advice.
Kofi, there's a problem. Kofi, there's a slight problem with that one. That is not possible. And the reason why I say it's not possible is because some of them are Muslims, and being part of the Muslim religion allows them to marry more than one wife.
Okay, marry more than one wife, but please marry a woman
Adult.
beyond on your age. Anybody under your age, you are a pedophile.
No.
I'm just
Anybody under the age of consent,
Under the
which
age
is
of-
18.
Yeah, pedophile.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, your mother, your father should be old enough. They say, in the Bible says, train a child the way the child should go, and that child shall be trained properly. Do not marry anybody young. Marry somebody older. That's what I'm going to tell you all these men. Because think about it. If it's your own daughter, the man, okay, let's say you give a daughter to somebody else to marry, and the man you give a daughter to is beating your daughter, beating her. But treating her, before you know it, after 1 month, she has got HIV, she's got diseases, she's got gonorrhea, she's got all these problems. What are you going to talk about?
Yeah,
Please, people should think about it,
exactly.
please.
No, I think at the end of the day, this is something that even the embassy should be looking at. I don't know. I just think that it is ridiculous that we have an embassy that is there to support the people that are in this country, and this is something that is now affecting Nigerians in this country or embassies all over the world.
Absolutely.
So I think that I don't know what the embassy press office does, but I think they need to be getting themselves together and they need to be doing a bit more. I think that Nigeria needs to start looking after its young ladies.
Yes.
Its young ladies are its future. The women are the ones that give birth to the future leaders of the country, and if you're not looking after them, then you're not looking after your country.
Absolutely.
And I know it is a big hurdle to go, but I think maybe this should start something.
You can ask a question. If
Yes.
you were the first lady, what would you do?
Well, if I was the first
Just
lady,
one,
I
yeah.
think I'd gather a group together. For the fact that young kids are affected, I think I would gather a group together and it needs to be addressed. Obviously,
But you know she's been doing that already.
if Jonathan was my husband, bless, because if I was the first lady, then
Yes.
Jonathan would be my husband.
Yes.
So I'd have to wait till he's eaten his evening meal, and then say, my dear Jonathan, we need to talk. What are you doing about this? And then we need
But
to
you know
take it
she's
from
doing
there.
that.
How do you know she's doing
But,
that? It's not like you're saying
no,
that.
but listen, this is not.
But wait, let's not go into this anyway, because that doesn't even help us. But when you think about it, we're coming to the end of the show now.
Okay,
all right.
So if we now start having an argument about
Because you said
about
mention first lady,
first lady.
she needs to Because that's what
Yeah, don't worry. I kind of got a feeling that you like the First Lady, bless her.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's, you've been in...
She might be too old for you, actually.
Yeah, she might be
She's a
too
mother.
old.
I like her. She's a
She might
mother.
be too old for you.
She's a mother. I love her. She's a mother. I like
But
her.
anyway, no, I think we're coming to the end of the show. And I think that it is very important that, firstly, we find a way to find out when they are going to revisit it.
Okay.
But can you give me a quick
Okay.
2-minute last word about the whole situation? 1 minute. Oh, did I say 2 minutes? Sorry.
The last one.
5 seconds.
Last
5
word
seconds, sorry.
is, please, any man out there, be you Muslim, please, just have a fear of God in you. Please don't marry anybody under the age of 13. Please, we're begging you.
I'm 18.
Under the age of 18, please, we are begging you, please. Take your time, revisit this situation. It's not a nice thing.
Thank
Please,
you, Kofi.
thank you.
Faye, one last word.
Anything under 18 is wrong, and it's wrong for obvious reasons. Please, like my brother said, if you don't see it wrong now, after this show or what you've heard so far, I'm sure something should be telling you you're doing something wrong. Stop marrying people that are called children. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys. I think my last word that I would like to say is, yes, you're going to revisit it. It needs to be revisited soon. Protect your children, and you're protecting the future of the nation.
That's right.
And I think somewhere Nigerians need to find a voice and feel confident to fight for their people. And whoever is in the Senate House needs to remember that the Constitution is there for the nation. It is not there for religious reasons. It's not there for personal reasons. With that, I am going to say a big thank you to all our viewers. A big thank you to everybody that has phoned in. A big thank you to my 2 guests tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
Thank you
having
very
us.
And a thank you to our production team. Thank you so much, guys. Good night. And we'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.